Professor Silvester Henderson rises as a thunderous force of restorative justice, prison education, and artistic mastery, a figure whose life's mission has been nothing less than the elevation, protection, and restoration of African American males whose human value has too often been ignored or denied. His work surges through California's educational and correctional landscapes with the urgency of someone who refuses to accept a world where black men are stripped of opportunity, dignity, or hope. Instead, he builds pathways of learning inside prisons, champions college access for returning citizens, and demands systems that operate with fairness rather than indifference. In every classroom he influences, every policy he shapes, and every incarcerated student he reaches, Henderson asserts that African American males deserve not only education but the full recognition of their brilliance, their potential, and their right to thrive. His artistic legacy amplifies this mission with equal power. Through gospel, jazz, and classical traditions, he creates spaces where black men can reclaim identity, voice, and pride, transforming music into a sanctuary of healing and self-discovery. From the historic Young Inspiration Gospel Choir to his groundbreaking collegiate gospel curricula, his artistry becomes a lifeline, an affirmation that African American men are creators, leaders, and cultural torchbearers. Through ministry, mentorship, and decades of public service, Henderson stands as a relentless advocate for fairness, insisting that society must honor the humanity of black men not in theory, but in action. His legacy is a living declaration that when African American males are given access, affirmation, and the chance to rise, they do not merely succeed, they transform the world around them. Please welcome Professor Silvester Henderson, the scholar and academic legend, to our stage. The role of gospel music in the lives, healing, and social conditions of incarcerated black men. 1. How has gospel music supported black men facing incarceration?
First of all, thank you for asking me to appear on this podcast and to address the role of gospel music in the lives, healing, and social conditions of incarcerated African American men. How have gospel music supported black men facing incarceration? Gospel music offers emotional and spiritual grounding. It reminds incarcerated black men of their humanity, their dignity, and connection to a higher purpose, even in dehumanizing environments.
2. How does gospel music challenge the conditions that lead to incarceration?
Gospel music speaks against injustice. Its messages confront racism, poverty, and social neglect, forces that disproportionately impact black men, and encourages empowerment and resilience.
3. How can gospel music be used educationally in correctional institutions?
I really like that question. Thank you for asking me that. Gospel-based music programs teach discipline, teamwork, cultural history, and emotional expression. They help incarcerated men build confidence and develop constructive life skills.
4. What role does the black church play in re-entry through gospel music?
Oh, wow. The black church provides community, hopefully a loving community, acceptance, and spiritual restoration. Gospel music ministry helps formerly incarcerated men rebuild identity and reconnect with supportive networks.
5. How can gospel music inspire broader change around mass incarceration?
Gospel music mobilizes communities by humanizing incarcerated individuals and calling for justice. Its message of liberation encourages advocacy and pushes societies towards reform. As we've come to my last question, I want to thank you for once again taking the time to ask me to appear on this prominent podcast. The role of gospel music in the lives, healing, and social conditions of incarcerated black men. God bless you and hope to see you again. Bye-bye now.